There were about 100 people there who gathered in that elementary school cafeteria on that launch Sunday. About half of them were friends and family and supporters who had really journeyed with us emotionally and spiritually through Disciples in Waiting. And while we were confident that we were leaving the stage of waiting, we also were pretty confident that we were about to enter the Promised Land. And as you might imagine, it didn't work that way, and it rarely does. In fact, we weren't entering the Promised Land at all. We were really entering the desert. We spent that first year as a church really in many ways in the desert, and really coming to terms with the fact that we weren't in the Promised Land. What remained after the excitement of Launch Sunday had fizzled away were about 50 committed people, but 50 people who didn't really share the dream we shared to build something great for God. These were broken people, hurting people who were looking for community, who were looking for answers, who were looking for God, and we were hoping to build something. So we spent that year figuring those things out, and among those 50 were the original six-pack that began the church, and in addition, joining that six-pack were people like Ron Calkins, who's still with us today, and families like the Mensing family, and we were so grateful to have them join with this ragtag group of people. It was exciting as well in that first year to help plant our first church, the Awakening Church in Maui, Hawaii. And that was such a crucial part of the genetic coding from the get-go that it was such a huge victory for us in that first year to help another church plant get started. We celebrated big at that. But that first year was really a year in the desert, and a year that was definitely not